Welcome to Movie Life Crisis. Join us as we watch the best movies from 30 years ago.
This job would be great if it wasn't for the customers.
Do you have that one with that guy who was in that movie that was out last year?
You should hear the barrage of stupid questions I get.
What do you mean there's no ice? You mean I gotta drink this coffee hot?
Miramax Films is proud to present an outrageous new look at the over-the-counter culture.
You think anybody can see us down here?
Why, do you want to have sex or something?
Can we?
Clerks. Just because they serve you doesn't mean they like you.
You hate people.
But I love gatherings. Isn't it ironic?
Rated R.
Now playing at Select Theater.
I didn't realize how much we sound like that sometimes. I'm like, what's that movie with that guy with the thing? We do that all the time, and I can never remember.
I love it. You know what I'm talking about. I drove that blue car.
Oh, let me tell you about another so-called wicked man. Oh, man. Dude, Kevin Smith writes some great stuff.
He does. He writes some horrible stuff, too, but he also writes some great stuff. I was trying, like, we usually, like, kind of gloss over right at the beginning. We'll go, like, why did we pick this movie? And it's usually, like, because it was freaking awesome. And this one, I was like, I want to spend some time on that question because I legitimately don't know why we picked this movie. It's not like either of us really even like it that much.
So that's the thing. I like Kevin Smith, and I like some of the stuff he does.
Same.
And the stuff that's in this, I'm going to say, universe, View Askew universe or whatever. I like Mallrats. We're doing that that's next year, I think. Right? 95? 97.
It's 97, but yeah, is it? No, I think it is. Yeah, 95. Because I looked at it, like my favorite Kevin Smith movies are in the late 90s. It's Mallrats in 95, it's Chasing Amy in 97, it's Dogma in 99.
So I like those a lot.
Like that three-piece right there is
right,
like, that's
me
my
too.
jam.
And I think that this one, well, when we rate it, I have a lot of stuff written down about how I feel about it. So we should definitely, we'll talk about
same.
it.
Nice, man. Movie Life Crisis Season 4, Episode 10. How did we already get to 10? We're out here working. We banged through Jim Carrey month. We're on to Clerks, and then coming up next, we got Speed. Dude, we have still so many good movies coming.
What's that movie where the bus has to go a certain speed and it can't go below a certain speed, and if it does go below that speed, it blows up?
Even though I know that joke's coming, I can see it coming from a mile away. Never does it fail to crack me up.
I don't even think I'm saying it right anymore.
You're probably not. It doesn't matter. I could have typed it into my script. I'm going to tee up Speed for the next episode and then pause for Jeff to do the Speed quote.
I can't not do it.
But it always makes me laugh.
Do it.
No, you should always do it. We just did Bull Durham out on Patreon.
Super fun.
Which was freaking so good.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. You can still, for people who have asked, if you don't, you can get to Patreon through movielifecrisis.com, or you can just, if you already use Patreon, you can just search us there. But you can do a 7-day free trial. You can listen to the stuff we've already uploaded, or you can subscribe to all of the bonus stuff if you want to support what we're doing. I think the lowest tier, is the Ben Affleck Batman tier. It's $5 a month.
It's fun stuff.
Give us a synopsis for Clerks.
Clerks. Clerks is a comedy that portrays day in the life of Dante Hicks and Randall Graves, two convenience store clerks who discuss movies, play hockey on the roof, and deal with annoying customers. Film's known for its raw, unfiltered dialogue and relatable slacker vibe.
Dude, you know what I really like is movies that take place in a single day.
Yeah. You could tell, like
freaking Dazed and Confused,
right.
Can't Hardly Wait. They're almost all like, we're graduating high school. This is the last night we're all together.
Yeah.
I love those.
Yeah. This one's only 1 day, 1 or 2 days, 2 days.
Yeah, the same thing. Like if it's like one day and then it goes into the second day for the wrap up, like I'm cool with like a 124-hour period. Like I just that particular like filmmaking device or whatever you call it, I love.
I like how they went with the shutters down throughout the whole thing because he could only film after Kevin Smith, this is the place he worked. He couldn't do like day and nighttime shots. It was all looked the same with the shutters down because it was in the middle of the night when they were recording. So
yeah, he had to come up with an in-movie plot device where they couldn't open the shutters for the convenience store because he in real life worked at the convenience store and was only allowed to shoot there at night.
In the middle of the night, right. And then 4 o'clock they finished wrapped up, and then he went and caught some, I was reading he caught 2 hours of sleep and then went back to work the next day as the clerk. That's horrible.
Yeah. I think that's what they were all doing when they made this movie. We'll get into that, but let's talk about the budget. That kind of leads us right into it. This thing costs $27,000, and Kevin Smith paid for it himself. He's in his early 20s.
Right.
Like he sold his comic book collection.
Right.
He took out 10 credit cards and maxed them all out, renting camera equipment and shit like that.
That's great.
He used an insurance settlement that he was supposed to use to buy a new car. He borrowed money from family.
Yeah.
He got a bunch of his friends and family to be in the movie, sometimes playing 3 and 4 different parts.
Right.
Like, dude, this is like
his mom's the milk lady.
You want to make a movie and you don't know anyone who makes movies and you don't have a lot of money already.
Right.
Like, just do it anyway, because that's what the Kevin Smith did.
Right. 27,000 is
27,000 is in 2024. That with inflation, that would be like $57,000.
Even that.
But Kevin Smith said he posted this a couple of years ago. He posted the like detailed breakdown from Clerks.
Yeah.
And it's like, hey, you know what? You could do it today for way less, because a lot of the money we spent was on camera and films, and now you don't need film. You can buy like a badass 4K digital film, like straight up. You could shoot an independent movie film camera with it for like $4,000.
That's amazing.
Not that that's not a lot of money, but I'm saying like you don't have to spend like they did, like 17 on the cameras. In modern day with inflation 35, it's like that's actually way cheaper now.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Real quick, I should also say we usually edit out the like R-rated bad words, and I will still attempt to do that when we're editing. But enough of this movie is about like very explicit sexual content that I don't know
if
I'll even be able to edit it all out. So if you have small children listening right now, this might not be the one
earmuffs
for them. Yeah, just that's all you gotta say is earmuffs.
Earmuffs.
37.
30.
But yeah, dude, $27,000.
Like,
that's what he just like, dude, I want to make a movie. Me and my friends, people think we're funny. I'm just going to write the movie, and then I'm going to shoot it at the place where I work. I'm going to have my family be in it. I'm going to max a bunch of credit cards to rent camera equipment that I don't even really know how to use.
Right.
And then when it's done, I'll take it to Sundance. That's freaking amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. 27,000 is a lot of money, but it's really not. Like, people buy cars for more than that for sure. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I don't. But
well, here's the thing. Like, this is why one of the reasons why we wanted to do this movie. One of the reasons why this movie's in the frickin' Library of Congress National Film Registry is because it made $4.4 million. That's
crazy.
Now, that's not a lot of money to like gross for a movie, but I mean, it's 156 on the year. It's behind PCU, which we said was like, I can't believe we're doing like 3 movies in the between 150 and 200 on the year. It's amazing. But like, I mean, it makes it one of the biggest success stories in independent movies of all time. It's like with stuff like Blair Witch Project and like Passions of the Christ. And dude, that's like, I was looking at that. I'm like, highest grossing independent films, this Passions of the Christ is number 1, even though we all know how it ends. Like, but it made $600 million. But like, okay, quote unquote independent.
Right.
But they had a $30 million budget with Mel Gibson directing. Like, that's not like most of the stuff on the independent stuff now. It's like it's New Line Cinema or it's Fox Searchlight or it's A24. Like they're independent, but they're actually like they have money. Like there's like freaking Kill Bill is on there. You know what I'm saying? Like they have money to be like this is as independent as you get. This is a dude freaking working out of the trunk of his car with his buddies. Right.
Yeah, all those other movies we talked about, because it did so well, even though like you said, $4.4 million isn't a lot, but that was enough for him to go like, man, maybe I can do more of this.
Well, for a lot of people, because you know, we've talked about it a little bit when we do the budgets and the gross stuff. Like studios gauge business success using multiples. Like if you make 2x your budget, you basically broke even because the budget is just how much you physically spent filming the movie. You have to do like marketing and like advertising and all that shit. Yeah. It doesn't count any of that. So like 2x is like you broke even. Cool. 2.5 to 3x is like you made a little bit of money. Well done. Yeah. Like some of the stuff we did during Jim Carrey month was like they did a 10x. Like that's huge. That's a smash. Right. This movie, 163x.
Yeah,
its budget.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
That's why Kevin Smith got to keep making movies. So they're like, all right, we can basically just hand him like a wad of change, and then he comes back with a movie that's going to make a couple $1 million.
Yeah. I can't wait to do like I don't even know the budget on something like Mallrats. I know it's more than this, obviously, but like. Yeah, I think that was pretty low budget. Seemed pretty low budget.
Well, that was the thing with Kevin Smith. They never thought his movies would have broad appeal. So even though they give him more than $27,000, they didn't give him like a lot.
Yeah.
They would just kind of go like, "All right, you did great on the last one. Here's $2 million to make the next one." Right. Like, yeah, fine, that's great. That's so much money. I don't even know where we're spending it all.
What am I going to do with all this money?
Right. Like the catering table is going to be popping off on Mallrats.
It's all chocolate pretzels, though. That's the gross thing.
Awards,
dude. I saw that it got the Award of the Youth and Mercedes-Benz Award at Cannes Film Festival.
Yep.
So it did all right. And again, it went to Sundance. People liked it. Obviously, people in general like it. We're doing it, and it's number 150, whatever you said, 56.
156. Mallrats, by the way, $6 million budget, $2 million gross. So that was the inverse of this. They gave him millions of dollars, and they made back.
And do you like
dollars.
Mallrats more than this one?
Way, way better.
Yeah, I do too. I wonder why that happened.
And I think other than people nostalgic for like maybe like if you're 10 years older than we are and you're Gen X, maybe you really connect a lot more strongly to Clerks than like me being 13, 14 when it comes out. But I just think Mallrats is a way better movie. I also don't think you needed $6 million to make it. You probably could have done it for a lot less.
Yeah. Given
what they did here with like $27K.
Maybe they had the catering table popping off.
I think that's probably what it was. But yeah, we'll definitely we'll do Mallrats next year. We'll dig into that.
Yeah, for sure.
Sequels and spinoffs, dude, there's a bunch. So
yeah. So Clerks 2, which I like better than Clerks 1. Clerks 2, they had a TV series. They had some comic books. There was Clerks 3. And they won
the animated series, the freaking TV series.
Yeah, they want
Clerks
they're
2,
talking
Clerks
about
3.
doing more, even more. So
yeah.
That's awesome.
Do you remember when and where you first saw this movie?
Dude, I was late to Kevin Smith. Biggin is definitely the person that brought me on to Kevin Smith. He loved the counterculture dialogue type thing or whatever you want to call it. That's what I'm calling it in my notes, like how they speak. He loved that. And he got me turned on to it. And I can remember watching this in Holden at the farm at his nanny's house, like on DVD or whatever we were watching it on in high school. So it wasn't until when I saw it.
I didn't watch this one for a while. I think I got onto, maybe it was you guys that put me onto Mallrats. I felt like everyone knew about Mallrats, but that might have been where it originated. But I came to that one first, and I freaking loved that one, and I watched it all the time.
I didn't think you were going to say Mallrats first, because you're the one, I think, that got me into Chasing Amy.
I always loved Chasing Amy.
I know, and I think you're the one that got me
but
onto
I liked
that.
Mallrats first.
I think
I
think I got Chasing Amy before I did Mallrats, but I definitely saw this one. Dude, it was the whole like talking about
having already seen like Mallrats and Chasing Amy and really liking those, and those felt like real movies.
Right.
And then you watch this, and this feels like a student film that this guy made with his buddies, which is exactly what it is.
Right.
So I was like, this shit, I don't know,
but you can see the stuff that that Kevin Smith is known for.
That's why I like it, because you can see like what's gonna. It'd be like if we went back and watched freaking THX 1138, or even like to a certain extent American Graffiti. You can kind of see like some of George Lucas's like
where he's going to get it.
Yeah,
from,
you know what he likes. You know what he's going to do.
Yeah. So knowing that you liked it, where'd you rate it? 1 to 10, no sevens. That no sevens really screws me on this kind of stuff.
Yeah, that one doesn't hurt me too bad on this one because I have 5.5. 5.5.
5.5. Nice.
Yeah, I think it's my least favorite Kevin Smith movie.
Because you've never seen Jersey Girl?
No, I've never seen Jersey Girl. I didn't count that. I feel like I could probably, if I wanted to grade it on a curve, I'd go like, given what he did, he should get like a 2 Chimney Dog bump just for having no resources and using his idiot buddies. But like at the same time, like I'm just grading it as a movie and based on how much I liked it and how much I want to watch it again. It's got the most of what I don't like from Kevin Smith, which is like stationary 2-shot with just a bunch of people doing really long speeches.
Right. Short little monologues each. Right.
Which he's like the king of. And sometimes it's amazing, but like, I like when he dials that back a little bit.
Yeah.
And it's got the least of what I really like from him, which is like razor sharp commentary on a particular topic, like freaking Chasing Amy or Dogma, or really memorable, huge ensemble casts like Mallrats.
Right.
So it's got most of what I don't like and the least of what I do like. But I think it's important because he didn't know how to make a movie and he just wrote one and went and did it anyway. And that's incredible.
Right.
And
it still has good stuff in it.
It still has good stuff in it. And also I can't even imagine how many people started writing and filming movies because they're like, did that fat idiot and his dumb buddies just make a movie and then get it into freaking Sundance and then get it into theaters?
Yeah.
Like we should do that.
Ivan Reitman's kid, Jason Reitman, said he started when he saw this movie.
That's what I'm saying. So like
he's like, dude, you grew up on the set of Ghostbusters and I'm the reason you're making movies. Get out of here.
Agreed. And I know there's a bunch of people like that. And I like for that reason, I want to talk about it on the podcast. And like, I do want to give it its due respect, but as just a film that I personally enjoy, it's kind of mid-ish.
Yeah, dude. I went into it thinking back and I was like, oh, this is going to be like an 8. I could feel it somewhere up in the 8s. And then as I'm watching it, I'm like, these are all the stuff you talked about. Like the stuff I wrote down that I like about Kevin Smith is like the biting, like cultural commentary that he writes on, that he always like Dogma and Chasing Amy. And then like his everyday, like everyman character kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like he always has those people.
Yeah.
And he always has like funny with heart. And those are all the things. And a lot of those things were missing from this. So I gave it a 6.5 because I still liked the parts I liked. I really liked, and I remembered it. So I gave it a 6.5.
Yeah, and I know if you're super into Kevin Smith and the View Askew universe, you're probably very mad at those ratings. And I think that's fair because we didn't see this movie first. We're probably undervaluing what it did for independent movies in that, like, because I remember people being like, dude, I love Kevin Smith because you go see his movies and people talk just like me and my friends talk. Like, this was the first one like that. That's why it got into Sundance, because everyone's like, what the hell?
Yeah.
And so I know I'm like probably not giving that enough due, but like I'm just as a Kevin, if I was like, dude, let's have Kevin Smith night, like this one's not on my list.
Right. And people don't, I hung out with people that kind of talked like that, but not really. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, some of the stuff like, dude, let's just go 3 scenes, best scenes. I only have 2, but the first one is like leads right into that. It's the whole conversation about Empire versus Jedi.
That's my first one too.
I'm like, dude, that just reminds me about like, there's a whole freaking Robot Chicken episode about the contractors working on the Death Star.
Yeah.
It's like, that's such a freaking brilliant bit in a movie that has no bearing on the movie at all, other than the whole point of the movie is just for people to have conversations on camera.
Yeah. And that's, dude, it's just a reason for the joke and a reason to talk about the stuff. And I like that. That was the first scene that I put.
Yeah.
Where
and I know I've had that conversation a bunch of times. Do you like, because everyone's like Empire versus Jedi, like everyone knows those are the best. Those are the best 2. Which one do you like better? And I think I've come around to Empire like because of this movie.
Dude, Empire's always been my favorite, but I was always like that whole thing with Yoda on Dagobah. That was my jam. And then
I do love that.
And how it ends on a downer, just like he talks about in the movie. I like that. It doesn't have to be a happy ending.
Well, and it's also like, it's kind of, now it's the textbook way to do a trilogy is like, first movie, introduce everybody, get some shit going. Second movie, seems like you're totally screwed. And then third movie, come back victorious.
Yeah. Plus, all Jedi had was a bunch of Muppets or whatever he said when he was making fun.
Nice. So we both got that in our scenes. What's your second scene?
All right. So my second scene is when Dante and his girlfriend are talking about how many guys she's hooked up with. And she did not mention that going down on a guy was a thing.
She gave it to Bill Clinton. She's like, oral sex is not sex.
And remember, kids, it's Friday. BJs don't count.
BJs don't count.
Friday, it's fish sticks. And don't forget, BJs don't count. So, so he said, but you said you only had sex with 3 different guys. And then she's like, well, I did. I don't count. She's like, I just went down on him. And then she counts it out and she's like, well, 36. And he goes, what about me? And you go, oh, you're 37. And he's like, I'm 37? Oh, man. And then that's one of the lines I have for my quotes.
He's freaking yelling at her when she's walking to the car. Try not to suck any dicks on the way to class.
Dude, that line, try not to suck, hey, don't suck any dicks on the way through the parking lot. And also, he's yelling, 37? My girlfriend sucked 37 dicks. And the guy comes up, he's like, in a row? Those are 2 quotes that I put in my quotes because God bless, that was, I could see maybe how you write that, but I don't know, man. The way they delivered it was perfect for me. I thought it was
also
hysterical. Goes
into the worst for political incorrectness 30 years later for major slut shaming.
Right. Because he says, it doesn't, she said, you did 12. And he's like, it doesn't count or whatever. Like, we're not talking about that or whatever. That's big time. Only one way on that door. Plus, it's 37. Who doesn't love the number 37?
My next scene and my last scene, because I only had 2, was the rooftop hockey. Because when I think about this movie, I think about them playing hockey on the roof of the convenience store. Yeah. The main character, Dante's not supposed to be in at work. He gets called in because somebody's sick. And he's like, I got to leave by noon because I was playing a hockey game.
Yeah.
And then his boss, because it's a boss, screws him over and is not going to come relieve him. He's actually on vacation. Right. Yeah, and so Dante's like, hell with this. We'll just play hockey at the store. And then Randall, the other idiot buddy working at the video store next door, is like, we're gonna close down the street. He's like, nope. And then they're just playing like freaking street hockey on the roof.
On the roof.
And a guy freaking climbs up the ladder. He's like, you guys open? He's like, no.
That guy.
And then the guy starts shit talking. He's like, don't pass it to him. He can't do anything.
I thought you didn't bring any more balls. No, I brought the orange one, and I brought the orange one. I just thought he was bringing them. Dude. Again, Clerks 2, when they go on the roof of the burger joint that they're working in.
Movies.
That's my favorite part of that scene too. That movie also. Dude, I'm no good at hockey. I don't like watching hockey, or I don't watch hockey, but that was definitely a fun part. And dude, how hard is it to film on a tiny roof like that?
Yep. Yeah, probably pretty hard.
To try to pull back and get some of the shots he got, that was pretty cool.
One of the things I like about that, like that bit of the movie, is that Dante is supposed to be, that's Kevin Smith. That's supposed to be his stand-in.
Yeah.
And both the guy who plays Dante, Brian O'Halloran, and Kevin Smith don't look like they're any good at sports.
Right.
So I really like that Dante is telling his girlfriend, she's like, don't you have a hockey game today? He's like, yeah, I don't play like shit because I didn't sleep good. I was like, I love that this game doesn't matter. He's not, you can tell he's not good, but he's already pissed off because he's not like, he's not in his peak like pickup form, because that's exactly what I was like in my 20s. It's like, I freaking missed 2 layups during warm-ups. I'm not going to play good. It's like, doesn't matter. We're just going to play, and then we're going to go to Shoney's. It doesn't matter at all.
None of this matters.
And I'd be like staying awake at night thinking about like turnovers that I made in a pickup game. It's the stupidest shit ever.
Oh man, I definitely did not worry about that. I was laying in bed trying to come up with what I was going to say to do my own commentary to try to make Chad Ticer upset while I was backing him down in the paint.
Dude, I play like old man basketball Wednesday nights, tonight actually, and one of the guys that plays with us sets up his phone on a tripod and points it at the end of the court where he's going to be playing offense and tapes the entire game. And I was like, what do you do with that? He's like, sometimes I'll send this stuff to my dad and he'll give me some feedback. I was like,
oh my God.
Dude, your dad sounds terrible. Like you're like 38.
You know how I could tell you didn't have to say old man basketball? Is because he sets up his phone and then tapes it.
I know, I thought about this. He tapes it. He presses record.
He tapes it.
And then afterwards he rewinds it.
That's freaking great. Of course it's old man. He's taping stuff.
Yeah. Not just his ankles. Yeah, man. I don't have another scene. You have another scene?
No, I just have the 2, man. I'm with the whole thing. It wasn't one big scene, but like it all takes place.
It kind of was. It all takes place inside of the video store, and it all takes place in one unbroken time period. So it's kind of hard to pick. Like I could pick a couple more moments, but I don't. Like I could talk about the necrophilia, but like the stuff I really liked, I already covered.
Right.
So let's do quotes then. What's your first quote?
My first quote is something I used to say all the time when I worked at the CVS at the Eckerd. I'm not even supposed to be here today.
Yeah.
I wrote it down. He says it 5 times. And then the one time he says, no, I don't go to work today. And he's like, I know, I'm not scheduled today. Those are the 3 times he says that. And they called me in all the time. And of course, they called me in and I'm a bitch. So I said yes, and I'll just show up. And I hated it. And I'm not even supposed to be here today.
Yeah, dude, I wrote that down too, just because the other quotes were like 4 paragraphs long. I wasn't typing all that shit out.
Yeah, they're like...
and he just kept saying it over and over again. Every time something would piss him off, he'd be like, I'm not supposed to be here today.
Yes.
And then my next quote is 37!
Yes.
Because he kept being very upset that his girlfriend had 37 penises in her mouth at various times.
It doesn't make you feel better that it wasn't me right before. I'm not 36 or whatever the freaking the other guy says. Dude, that one of my next ones was 37. My girlfriend sucked 37 dicks. And the guy's like, in a row? By the way, when they sent that to Miramax to try to get it, when the person that was reading that got to that line, in a row, that's where he said, I was laughing so hard I just stopped right there, didn't even finish it, and just said, we got to make this movie.
Yeah, it was all of Kevin Smith's stuff was through Miramax, which is Harvey Weinstein and his brother. And it's the reason why you can't find Dogma anywhere, because Kevin Smith has said, like, I don't want Harvey Weinstein to make any more money off me, so that's why
that sucks.
That's why Dogma's gone, which sucks.
Yeah.
But, dude,
because Dogma's one of my favorites.
Agreed. And when 99 comes, and I mean, we'll be able to watch it, but I want people who listen to the podcast to be able to watch it too easily without having to friggin' sail the high seas.
Maybe they'll make it happen. I don't know.
Yeah, man. Maybe Harvey Weinstein will die, and then they'll be able to get it somewhere.
Before 99, maybe. What's that?
Yeah,
5 years? Yeah, possibly.
But dude, the other thing is you're talking about like the lines and stuff that you like. This because of there's no nudity in this movie. There's no violence. It's just straight up dirty words, and they gave it an NC-17 rating.
Yeah.
And like Miramax had to have a lawyer go and argue because you can't get into any theaters with an NC-17 rating. They had to have a lawyer like go challenge that to eventually get an R rating to be able to get it into theaters.
Just to be topical, do you know who the lawyer was?
I know who it was supposed to be, but it didn't actually end up being him.
Oh, I heard it was Alan Dershowitz.
That was who
that was in an article that I read.
So it said they retained Alan Dershowitz to appeal.
Oh,
but
nice.
then it actually was argued by a Miramax lawyer.
Oh, nice. I was like, oh man, I saw when it said OJ, I was like, we just did a thing on OJ. I'm writing this down.
Yes, we did.
Nice. Yeah, the fact that they had to argue. I mean, we should probably do something on the MPAA because how much I hate them.
I know. I don't know when we're going to have time for more bonus episodes.
Extra
but
stuff, yeah.
I would love to do a little
dude,
bit on the MPAA.
You're right. They don't talk. I mean, nothing in here is overly gratuitous to the point that it needs to be higher than R. You know what I'm saying? Like NC-17 is ridiculous for what this is.
You're supposed to be, 17 to see an R movie?
Right. But
you think
can get in
17-year-olds don't having conversations about blowjobs? Like, you teach 17-year-olds. I know you know the answer to that.
I'm telling you right now they are. What I'm saying is isn't it like if it's R, your parents can go with you and get you in, but NC-17, they won't let anybody in. Is that the idea?
I think so.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like, all right, man. All right, Puritans, take it down a notch. Who cares? It's just, just some dirty language. You just don't go if you don't want to. It's fine.
Yeah, that's seems like the right way to do it.
Do you have any more quotes?
I do have one more, and it was in the little trailer thing that you do because I also hate people, but I really like gatherings.
Yeah.
So I like when people get together, but I want it to be on my terms, and I don't want to have to go to the gathering. So I like when people get together because every once in a while I want to do that, but I really hate people also.
I like when people get together, and I like to go to the gatherings. The key is, like, my wife and I both have about the same tolerance for gatherings, which is like 45 minutes to maybe an hour-ish.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe.
And then she's also big on, like, we're leaving, slip out the side door right now. Don't say anything to anyone.
Nice.
Like, which is the way to do it, because when I was little, my dad would be, like, on the couch, like, looking at his watch, like, every 10 seconds. And my mom was, like, doing a 90-minute goodbye lap.
Right.
She's like, oh, we'll go. I should have to say goodbye to everyone. And my dad's like, we're never leaving here, ever.
Yeah, dude, your dad, that's because he's been there long enough. He knows, like, same thing with Kat, when she's like, hey, it's time to go. I'm like, all right, cool. Give me all the stuff. I'm going to go put it in the car while you're saying goodbye. I could bring it to the car, come back, sit back down. And she's like, what are you doing? We're leaving. I'm like, all right, let's go. And I stand up, but I sit right back down, and she stops and starts talking to somebody else.
Yeah.
And I already know. I figured it out also.
So that's the thing, man. I like the gatherings, but when I want to leave, I want to leave.
And that's the other thing too. Kat and I can hang out off to the side and not have to be part of the group, but then like can be part of the group. That's what I like. That's what I'm saying. I hate people, but I like being able to go if I want to.
Yeah, I think that's a very relatable sentiment there from Randall.
Yeah, good old Randall. Yeah, but those are my three. So
all right. Best three characters. The part of the problem is, like, I don't want to like shit on anybody because I think it's a hard job doing one takes for a director who doesn't know what he's doing.
Right.
And you have to get all the words exactly right, but you can't do it again if you mess up. But
and
I don't
the words
love Dante.
What they are. Yeah.
Yeah, but I really like Randall.
Agreed. What is it about that you don't like about him, though? Because I feel the same way.
I don't know, but I don't think it's like anybody's fault, just for whatever reason. Like, I think Dante is like, I mean, I think Kevin Smith even says, like, Dante's written to be a whiny bitch. I think I don't like that he's a whiny bitch.
That could.
So I don't think he's doing a bad job, but like I'm like, that guy's irritating. I think he's supposed to be.
Yeah, I have Randall first and then Dante because I feel the same way and I can't figure out why.
Yeah.
But and sometimes I look at like, hey, they like when they went to the wake and the camera's like really low to the ground and you see him walking off and they're both like, I don't even know what kind of pants they are. They're like flowy, but they get tight down at the bottom and they're tucked into his like military boots, like that. I don't know what it is about him that I don't like. Maybe it's the whiny bitch thing, but I don't know what it is, man.
Yeah, I only had 2 characters, and he was not one of them. I got Randall, which is Jeff Anderson, and then I got Jason Mewes, just because he's just like doing Jay.
So Jay is who I had for third.
And you can just see like that's Jay and Silent Bob. Like Kevin Smith's never going to talk, and Jay's just going to like
he'll say the one
monologue
line,
the dumbest shit, but it's actually like kind of hilarious.
Yeah.
And you could tell it's like he may be the only person in the movie that you don't have to write any dialogue for. It's just say weird shit, and we're just going to catch. We'll just catch that.
Dude, one of the things I was reading was talking about how when he was dancing, he was so shy and he wouldn't do it in front of everybody. So they started the cameras that don't leave out of this spot and this spot, and they all went inside and let him dance outside so nobody was watching because he was too shy to do it. And everything you know about that dude is he's not shy. But yeah, he's a good actor, I guess. Dude, the only reason I even put Randall in there is because, like you said, he's got to do it in one take. The stuff that Kevin Smith is making him say sometimes is really wordy. Like he's doing it in one take, one cut, like all of that.
You can tell that there are even takes in the movies where they're kind of stumbling over the words, but it's like he just had to deliver like 3 pages of dialogue. So I'm not surprised that it took him.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I saw an interview clip this week from Seinfeld, Jerry Seinfeld, on a like radio show, like I don't know, like freaking Dan Patrick or some shit like that.
Yeah.
But he was talking about Seinfeld. He's like, when we did the like marine biologist episode, Kramer hits the golf ball, lands in a whale, and then George is on a date pretending to be a marine biologist. And then he has the scene at the end where he's telling Jerry and Kramer about it. He's like, he was angry that day, my friends, like an old man trying to return soup at a deli. Just Jerry's going like, it's like Wednesday, we're going to shoot that Thursday. We don't know how the episode is going to end. We haven't figured out what the ending is. We don't know yet that it's Kramer's golf ball that's clogged the whale's blowhole. So we haven't written that speech. And like Thursday morning, we're going to shoot that scene. And I give Jason Alexander, I give him the pages. And it's like, this is the scene. You have this big speech. It's like an hour from now. He's like, yeah, no problem.
What the hell?
They just he's like, that's why TV is way better than movies, because the TV actors can just take a bunch of pages of monologues, memorize it in 30 minutes, and then sit down and deliver it.
That's crazy.
And dude, no matter how many times I hear stories like that, I always go like, I don't understand how that's possible. I don't
how
get
in the hell? I'm not good at remembering lines like that.
No, I'd be terrible at that.
Little chunks though. I yell those out all the time.
Yeah, a line here or there, like the sea was angry that day, my friend. But like I can't. That's all I have, and like I've seen that episode probably 15 times.
Yeah,
like I probably have a lot more time with it than freaking Jason Alexander did. But
he's a consummate professional.
Writer director, bonus stuff. Kevin Smith's the writer director. He was gonna play Dante. No, he's gonna play Randall.
He was gonna play Randall. Yeah.
And he was like, I couldn't do it. I was like, I couldn't memorize the words and direct and like work at the store during the day. I just couldn't. So he's like, cast somebody for that.
Yeah.
You already talked about he had to like give a reason why the store was always dark because they were filming at night. That's freaking awesome.
That's awesome. Dude, I saw this little tidbit how the reason he's named Dante is because it's loosely based on the Divine Comedy by Dante Alighieri. So like, I tried to find more about it and tried to go deeper into that, but I didn't really see anything. But I wanted, because it's got the 9 different breaks talking about the 9 different rings going down. When I watched it,
levels of hell.
Yeah, when I watched it again, I was like, yeah, I can kind of see that.
The funny thing is that for a movie that made this little amount of money 30 years ago, you would ordinarily have no information about it. But because Kevin Smith never stops talking,
always.
We have the reverse problem, which is there's too much information for us to be able to go through for this. He's talked about it on a million podcasts and on a million commentaries and on a million live shows.
Live shows. God, I
can't even figure out where, like, there's so much. We could do like 10 more hours on Clerks if I wanted to, which I don't, because he's dude, always talking about his stuff.
But he's good. Like, he's pretty good at stories. So he starts.
Oh, dude, he's great.
And he knocks it out. And the whole time you're like, I didn't even realize we were sitting here for an hour listening to him talk about the making of Clerks.
Yeah, dude, I can't remember if I told the story on the podcast or if I just called you but he was on like the Bill Simmons podcast, and Simmons asked him one question, and then I looked at the timestamp. He's talked nonstop for 12 minutes.
Jeez.
And then, like, when he realized that he had just been like monologuing for freaking forever, he was like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what was the question? Like, he just did one of those. And it's like, if we had him on as a guest, that's how it would go. He'd be like, hey, man, remember Clerks? And then we go, just lean back. Let
Just
the
sit
man
back
go.
and coast. Yeah.
That will be
Just
the
sit back and
episode.
coast.
And at the end, we'll play our outro music. Like,
Done and
that's
done.
all you would have to do.
That's freaking great. Dude, under my good, I had two more things. One,
Yeah, go.
the Clerks logo, how it looks like the letters from different stuff.
Yeah.
I read where they were from, and now every time I look at it, that's all I can see. Like the
Nice.
C is from Cosmopolitan, the L is from Life, E is from Rolling Stone, R is from Ruffles Potato Chips, K is from
Nice.
a Clark bar, and S is from Goobers. Now that's all I can see every time I look at it.
Yeah, I think the only one of those that I might have been able to figure out would be the Ruffles.
What about Life? Look at the Life. It's
That's
like the
that
big,
one. That one's really obvious now that you told me, but I don't think I would
You
have
wouldn't have-
gotten that one. Like the Ruffles is like it's like the
Yeah.
Ruffles orange with the blue
yeah,
background.
the bright orange. Yeah,
Yeah, dude, that's amazing.
yeah, I like how they did that. And then also I put in there because we've been talking about mall rats. The chick died, and she was swimming in the pool at the Y when it happened. Yeah, she died mid backstroke. As soon as they said died mid backstroke, it all came flooding back when she was talking to TS, and right in the middle of her 700th lap, embolism popped in her brain. She died right in the middle of mid backstroke, and I was like, oh man, I like how he puts it all together.
I do too. I like how all of his stuff is tied together, and he keeps having the same people playing the same parts.
Yeah.
I love that.
It's good stuff.
I also had one other thing, which is that the original ending for Clerks was Dante. Like it's just like Randall takes the sign and like throws it to him. He's like, "You're done. You're off now. You're closed." And he leaves, and then that's the end. But he was supposed to Dante was supposed to stay and count out the register, and someone comes in the store and robs him and shoots him, and he dies.
Shoots him. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's great. I like that. That's an Empire kind of ending.
yeah. That's
Kinda
what he
wish he
said. He
would've
was
done
like, Kevin Smith was like, I kind of wanted to do that because I didn't know how to end the movie, and I thought it would be like a callback to the Empire thing. It would also like be an homage to Spike Lee's Do the Right Thing, which is like funny, but then there's a dark ending.
Yeah.
But then he also said a bunch of times, he's like, if I had ended the movie that way, I probably would have never made another movie.
Right.
Because that one would have never gotten seen.
Yeah. And also you couldn't have Clerks 2 or the TV show or the Clerks 3 or the next
Yeah.
one. So,
But yeah, I thought that was a cool alternate ending. It's like,
Yeah,
hey,
that's-
let's do something really wacky here and kill off our main character after we've just been talking about dick jokes for 90
Yeah.
minutes.
oh man, dick and fart jokes for 90 minutes.
Gotta love it. All right, man, let's do worst. I didn't have any. The only thing that I was gonna mention is the political incorrectness. There is an ass ton of inappropriate language,
Yeah.
like a bunch of homophobic slurs that were very common in the 90s.
Yeah.
And I'm
Mostly
gonna
by
mention
Jay.
I'm gonna mention the necrophilia.
Yeah. Oh, so now you're against it.
More corpse sex, like Weekend at Bernie's shout out available on our Patreon.
Oh, boiny.
I am going to point out anytime someone has sex with a corpse in a movie as something
Yeah.
that's maybe appropriate.
Maybe part of the worst.
Because it wasn't for comedy. It traumatized the girl in the movie.
Right. Dude, those are good. For the worst, the only thing I put is that one of the kids that was in the classroom with me while I was typing up some of my notes or fixing some of my notes,
Yeah.
he was like, "I think I've seen that movie." I was like, "Yeah, you know, it's Kevin Smith's like first movie. It's all in black and white. Black and white. It's old." I'm like, well, no, it's from the 90s, but he just did it in black and white because, you know, it ends up being cheaper that way with lighting and stuff like that. So, you know, they did it in black and white. Oh, I wouldn't watch it if it was all in black and white. So, in the worst, I put worst effects. Maybe don't do the whole thing in black and white if you can afford it not to.
Yeah, it's funny, man, because I'm totally with that kid. I don't like black and white movies. I'm like, this is old and gross, which is dumb because there are some really good ones. But
Yeah. And then old tech alert. What about the payphone that they have to use and it's for employees only? And you
I know.
still have to pay to use it. That's so stupid.
I forgot to mention, this should go in best, is that the attitudes about like people who work shitty jobs towards both their jobs and their bosses. Like, I think for a while there, that was like, man, those guys are slackers. And now I'm like, hell yeah, stick it to the man, Randall. Like, that
Yeah.
job sucks. Freaking leave the video store and go drive across town to rent at a better video store. Like, I'm with you now.
Yeah. Oh, what about that movie with the guy that did the thing? Do you remember that one? Do you
guys have that one?
Do you have that movie?
Yeah, so I was thinking that like it actually aged its way back into being like right on point. Like when I go to a freaking fast food restaurant and there's only one person working and it takes forever, I'm like, dude, take however long you need because this job is awful and clearly no one else is helping you.
Burn it down.
I'm there with you. 5 questions. Is it okay for kids? Definitely not.
Not for kids. Dude, what would you say? Like 16, 17 probably? Somewhere
dude,
there?
Yeah, you got to be like junior, senior in high school.
Agreed.
To the point where like we've already talked about your masturbation in the house before like you can watch this movie.
Oh man,
like, hey man, not on the good towels. You know how your mom feels about that.
What are you eating? All the Kleenex? Where is it going? And why is my lotion in here? Yeah, I keep telling Kat, Jake's getting old. He's in 6th grade. You should start walking down the hall making some more noise. Walking like a ninja, you're going to see some stuff you don't want to.
Spaghetti again? I'll be right back.
You haven't touched your sausage, kid. Oh, God. I'd say movie, 16.
Would this movie get made if it were pitched now? I mean, I don't. Kevin Smith even said that after he had a couple movies that didn't make money, he couldn't get Clerks 3 made.
You're right. I don't know. I honestly think he could go and write some stuff for a short on YouTube. I'm telling you, just tiny little customers coming in and you dealing with the customer and talking about stuff, and then that's it.
Yeah, I guess the question is it like Kevin Smith trying to make an independent movie, or is it someone that no one knows? It's like, I have an idea for a movie. It might be terrible. Maybe I should mortgage everything and try and make it happen. Like, dude, you can't. I mean, there's never been a lower barrier to entry from an equipment standpoint and from getting stuff out to a mass market than now. So you can use your freaking phone and then put it up on YouTube, and if it's good, people will probably see it.
Yeah.
People watch our podcast on YouTube, and there's nothing to watch. It's just our logo.
It's just a logo.
So go for it. If anybody's thinking about it, by all means.
But seriously, don't you think that's better than seeing us talk?
Oh, yeah.
Put the logo up all day.
Yeah, like we have video right now. We're looking at each other, but like there's nothing to look at. It's just a couple of not famous, not attractive people. Doesn't really matter. Movie or TV show? It's been both.
It's been both.
I like it as a movie.
I do.
Dude,
too.
one day, 24 hours, just a couple of slackers. It's great.
90 minutes, knock it out.
And I didn't even try to recast it because I'm assuming that if you do this, it's like someone who no one knows who does it for no money. So I'm not going to put like Bradley Cooper in this.
So the only person I did just Dante and Randall.
Okay.
All right. So I just watched Free Guy with Ryan Reynolds. And there's a dude in there that's from Stranger Things, Joe Keery.
Yeah.
I want him to be Dante. I
had him as Nuke LaLoosh in Bull Durham last week.
Yeah. Maybe that's why it's stuck in there. Dude, I like that dude.
I do too.
And then for Randall, you know how we always try to shake it up. So I want Lakeith Stanfield.
Nice.
Because I like that dude, and I feel like he could play this, especially after that movie he played where he was the caller, where he had to cold call people. Whatever that was called. He could kill it. But those are the only two that I did.
Yep. Can you still watch and enjoy this movie in 2024?
I mean, yes.
If you like Kevin Smith, this is an important one to watch. It's not my favorite of his.
It's not. Do you think you'll ever watch it again?
I don't know. Maybe. I mean, I wasn't bored. I wasn't like annoyed that I was watching. I was just like, this isn't as good as this stuff is that I really like.
Yeah, same.
But I wasn't like, man, I hope this thing hurries up and ends. Like
I think if I have to show it to someone, like if I'm showing it to Jake or showing it, I don't know.
Yeah, if he gets super into like Mallrats and you go like, we should do his first movie just so you can see where things started.
Right.
It's not streaming anywhere. I rented it on Google.
No, it was streaming on Amazon. That's where I watched it.
Dude, why does I literally have a, is it because I have a
Amazon Prime? I don't know.
I have a Google Chrome thing. It doesn't tell me that when shit is available on Amazon.
Oh, I don't know. You know, I watched it at work on the computer on my off hours. So like, I was only.
That's so annoying because this just happened with Bull Durham. Like it was available on Prime and it didn't show up for me, and I had to freaking pay money for it.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, streaming on Amazon Prime.
Nice.
And then I rented it on Google for like $4.
Nice.
Anything else?
I think that's it, dude.
Hell yeah. All right. Thank you guys for listening. Bull Durham just came out on Patreon. We'll have big out on Patreon here in the next couple weeks.
Oh, man.
Got some great Patreon stuff coming too. And our next episode on the main feed will be Speed.
I know a joke about that movie.
that classic Jeff Daniels movie, Speed.
Wait, Jeff Daniels is in that?
I love Speed so much. I can't wait to do that one.
I remember where I saw that one too. I can't wait.
Nice. All right. Vaya con Dios.
Vaya con Dios.
Thanks for listening to Movie Life Crisis. Please subscribe, rate, and review. And remember, don't drive angry.